so I can have more success.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The handoff to Johnson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Forced out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. With the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Brown will throw it. Steps away to find some room. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires it incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Got it in the middle, it's Black. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? That's caught. It's hooked. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, you know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Absolutely center cut. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ginn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Ginn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
A first down run in the red zone. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun to give, looking for room. Burrows his way for a couple, he's out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's McNabb. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Turns it loose. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll leave it with him, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air, it's McNabb. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Minnesota! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Black. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied.
Arizona State.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect on that.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Brown wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, they don't hook up on that one, but they understand this 2-minute situation. A field goal is going to win the game. They are in tremendous field position right now. They've got a quarterback they feel can handle the pressure. You just need 1 or 2 throws to give your kicker an opportunity to walk out of here with the win.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a run for. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.